afternoon, everybody. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today, we're going to look at how to start selling on Amazon as a total beginner in the UK, literally a step-by-step guide. So it's a bit of a longer video for you guys, but before you do that, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, because I do PayPal people money literally 3 times a week, got loads of giveaways going on. So make sure you do that. Comment down below, because I do have something special for you. So stay tuned for that. Give me 1 second. I'm going to flip over to my screen right now. All right, guys, so here we are. How to start selling on Amazon, UK, step-by-step for beginners. Extravaganza free training right here. So if you are just joining me on this channel, thank you ever so much for watching this video. Do stay around till the end, because I have a giveaway for basically every single one of you can participate in this, but you've got to stay around for the end to that, or you can skip forward. I can't really do anything about that. If you're going to skip forward, then we've already done it, so you're not listening to this. All right, whatever. So today, hopefully, my goal is to give you guys, anyone watching this video, an understanding of Amazon FBA private labeling in the UK from pretty much from end to end, because a lot of people ask me questions. Hopefully this video is going to basically take a lot of time off my hands of answering questions, but hopefully it's going to give you the idea of what you need to do from the very beginning till the very end of Amazon. It's going to be a little bit longer in terms of video length, so please bear with me on that one. If this isn't for you, if you're already selling on Amazon, then this probably isn't for you. This is really for beginners that are looking to learn the whole process, kind of what people don't tell you. And so I'm going to give you things that you can go away and research by yourself if you want to go and spend the time researching. I'm going to give you literally everything you need to do. So make sure you stay tuned, like the video if you like it, and of course, comment if you have any questions. I'll get back to you. So what you will need to do Amazon. So we are going to talk about Amazon FBA and private labeling, what are they, and all that sort of stuff. So these are the kind of things we're going to talk about today. Understanding how it works. Like, that is pretty important. If you're going to start a business, you need to understand how it works. We're then going to look into the product research criteria. So that's really what we're actually looking for, and maybe why we're looking for it as well. The pros and cons of venturing outside those particular criteria. We're going to look at JungleScout web app and Chrome extension, what they're for, why you need them, some alternatives, and maybe why you wouldn't use alternatives. We're going to look at Alibaba, what you need to do on there, your time, and actually, how much time you're going to spend and how much time you're not going to spend. And then at the very end, we're going to talk about investment as well. And after that, I'm going to go through a whole bunch, literally everything you need, everything you need to know. So this is going to hopefully be a super, super valuable video. Way too much information that I should be giving out, but I'm going to be doing it anyway for you guys right now. So how it works. What we're going to do is we're going to find a product that meets our criteria, which we're going to talk about in a second. We are going to assess the competition. You see the cats on the cat scratcher? Right. Don't work with cats or children, right? We're going to assess the competition because we want to find a gap in the market. We want to find what other people are doing badly so we can do it well. We're going to get quotes, and we're going to get good quotes. We're going to get a quote that is the best price possible. So this is in this order. We're going to assess the profitability of that product. So we've got a really good quote. We're working how much we can sell it for with the quality of product that we're going to be selling. We're going to custom brand it so we can actually make more money, so we can have more sales, because branding sells everything. We're then going to look at how to order and actually pay and get delivery. So again, all in this order. Optimizing your product page and then launching your product. So that is private labeling using Amazon FBA. And if you guys don't know, if I am skipping ahead a bit, FBA stands for Fulfillment by Amazon, which means that you sell all the products. They are your products. But say, for example, oh, bloody what hell, what can I do? So these, for example, I got these the other day. So this could be a product that I sell on Amazon. I'm going to sell, let's say, 200 of these a month, and I send them into Amazon. They will keep them in their warehouse, and then when a customer goes and buys it, they're going to ship it to the customer. We, as a seller, pay a small fee for that, which is taken out of our profit margin. That's what FBA is. Private labeling is where, say, we had this product, but maybe on the back it might have like Jonny's, movie props or something like that, and then it's my custom brand, and that's private labeling. So that's just to give you an idea of what that is. So yeah, we're going to then basically you optimize your product page and you launch your product. So if you want to take a screenshot of this, if you want to write this down, pause the video, and this is basically the overview of how it works. Okay, obviously there are lots and lots of different things you need to know in each of these bullet points. But if you're kind of at the stage of like you're finding a product that meets the criteria, but you don't know what to do next, go on to assess your competition, and then go on to the next level and go on to the next level, okay? So that's what you need to be doing. Let's go into product research. So this is really important, and where a lot of people kind of get it right, but a lot of people get it wrong as well. So we are looking for high sales volume, and what the hell is high sales volume? That means that there's demand for the product. Lots of people are going on Amazon and they're typing in whatever this is called, movie clicker. I don't know what it's called. Scene clicker, I don't know, and they're going to find that product and then buying that product. So there's active users going on Amazon and buying the product. If there was no one buying that product, if there was no demand for it, we don't want to sell it because we're going to buy stock that will never be purchased, or it will be purchased very, very little, which means there's no point doing it. There's no point spending all this time for something that's not going to make us money. We're going to find something that has low competition, and I'm going to give you an analogy for this. We all have this, right? If you go into your town, if you live in a town or even a city, and you go down the street, you will all have that one street which is full of hairdressers, all right? Hairdressers or barbers, whatever. The whole street is just like hairdressers and barbers. Every town has one. If you go down that street and there's loads of people with the same product, selling the same thing, with the same storefront, then you're going to look and, they say they've all got good reviews on Facebook and they've all got like really good stylists and stuff like that. It's going to be really hard for those people to stand out, for any of them to stand out. But also, if you want to start up your own hairdressers, it's going to be even harder for you because you're going to be like a crappy little hairdresser with no reviews. You might not have the best kind of stylist or anything like that. And people will just go to your competitors. They'll go to the ones with the shiny like storefronts, with the really nice social media followings, with like the before and after pictures. They're going to go to those people because they have first of all a better product, but also they have the reviews, the reputation to back it up. So instead, what if you were to maybe find a street that has, they might have a couple of hairdressers, but there's a gap in the market for barbers, which is for like guys with beards or something. I don't know, like something hipster. You go and open that one. You have a great social media following. You have a great storefront, and people will go down that street. They'll see yours. They'll see others, and because there's less competition and you're more differentiated, you'll get more customers, right? You will get more customers. You'll make more money. Okay, so that's kind of what it's like. Obviously, that is a not direct comparison, but the idea is we're going to find something that is competitive, but not too competitive that we can't stand out. Not low competition that we're not getting high sales volume and we're never going to make a dent. We're never going to make a huge amount of money. So those two are kind of really, really important, and don't underestimate how important those two are. The next thing is lightweight. You have to make sure your product is again, it's lightweight, it's easy to ship, because we're going to get these shipped over from China, and as you can imagine shipping from China does cost money. The heavier something is, the more expensive it's going to be to ship. So like this little toy car, again, we wouldn't private label this, but this would be so cheap to send. Same with that little clicker thing. Same with like little products like chargers and stuff like that. They're in little boxes. They're very, very lightweight. However, if we have something like the weight of all these books, right? If we had to send something that weighed this amount, so our product weighed the same amount as these 7 books, then we are going to spend a lot of money on shipping. A lot of money on shipping, and it eats into our profit margin. And it also means that it takes a bit longer if you do things like sea shipping rather than air shipping, which is super fast. Just like when you get on a plane, it's really quick, and if you get on a boat, it's super slow. So we preferably want lightweight products. You don't have to, but preferably lighter the better. We also want them to be brandable. So for example, the actual product itself isn't too brandable. You could brand the packaging and it'd be private label, but we need it to be brandable in some way. And I personally go for products that you could brand the most, because brands are what sell, right? If I have 2 things in front of me, okay, I have 2 products. Say if I had 2 of these. This is a Mophie charger for my iPhone. If I had this one and I had another one which was just like a brown box, no kind of real branding, just had the product inside it, but the product was the same, I'm probably going to buy this one because the branding reaches out to me and it says, hey, buy me. So branding is super important. Do not underestimate that either. Then the last thing we're looking at is a gap in the market. We want to find a gap in the market. We don't want to sell the same exact product that everyone else is selling and have the same photos and the same listing and the same good or bad reviews. We want to be different. We want to bundle products together. So if we're buying this, for example, you might want to bundle it with like a little tiny chair. I don't know, because it's like a prop. I don't really know what you would bundle that with off the top of my head, but you get what I mean. If you want to bundle things together to give more value to the customer, or you want to have better photos, really professional looking photos, because just like the hairdresser analogy, if you have a really nice storefront and it looks pleasing, then people are more likely to enter and inquire about a haircut. The same with the Amazon listing. If you have rubbish pictures, people aren't even going to click on it. They're just going to breeze past it, not even see it. If you have good or great or exceptional pictures, you're going to be making a lot more money. So that is also a gap in the market. Pictures can be a gap in the market because a lot of people don't spend the time and the money on pictures where they should. And that is something, guys, if you're thinking of getting into Amazon or any product ever, pictures are so important. So important. I can't stress that enough. So JungleScout. So we're going through these little steps, and don't worry if you need to watch this video again or you need to take notes or screenshots. Feel free to do that. You can always reach out to me as well. My email is down below. Okay. Now, JungleScout. You need two things. The first is the web app to find the products that meet your criteria, and I'm going to give you another analogy. If you're in the UK, you will know a website called Auto Trader, and that's if you want to go and find a car, right? And you have so many different filters that you can drop down, different models, makes, mileage, year, doors, engine, like everything you can specify exactly what you want. So you can get a list of hundreds of thousands of cars and vehicles down to maybe 100 that you want to look at that meet your criteria. JungleScout web app is the exact same, but instead of searching for cars, you're looking at products. And instead of looking at the year, we're looking at how many units they're selling a month. Instead of looking at the mileage, we're looking at the number of reviews. And this is why JungleScout is pretty much a necessity for doing private labeling in Amazon FBA, or even retail arbitrage using Amazon FBA or online arbitrage. It's basically the best service you can buy. There are others out there. I have used other ones that are cheaper. Do not get them. The sales, they're not good. It's like if you're using Auto Trader and you go and look at the car and it says, hey, it's got 60,000 miles, and when you go and look at it, it's got 140,000 miles. You're like, well, that's not what it said on Auto Trader. It's not the same thing. JungleScout is way closer to the actual numbers, but you can do your own research. I recommend JungleScout. You then need something called the Chrome extension, and that assesses the entirety of your competition on the search results. So when you go and find a product, and we want to type in, clicker, what is this called? I don't know what this is called, right? Action clicker. If we want to go and find that as a customer, we would type in the search box, action clicker, or whatever the hell this is called, and you get loads of search results. The Chrome extension is something you use on Google Chrome browser. You click it and it shows you every single product, and it shows you the sales that they're getting, the amount of reviews, and you can even get things like the weight and stuff like that. So you can have a snapshot so you can assess the competition, right? Because you want to put yourself in the middle of the pack, or you want to put yourself at the top, so that if you rank on that page, on that first sales page, you know roughly how many sales you're going to be getting per month, which means you can assess really how profitable your product's going to be, how much money you can make from it, and how much you need to invest in it as well to be profitable. So what I will do for you guys, I will do an in-depth look at JungleScout. It might be, I think it's going to be tomorrow's video. So once I've recorded this video and tomorrow's video, I'll make sure that I put the link to tomorrow's video on just down below. So if you're watching this past kind of Thursday in December, end of December, it will be on there. Sorry. If not, wait till tomorrow. Make sure you're subscribed. I'm going to do a really in-depth look at JungleScout, way more in-depth than I've seen kind of online at the moment. So you can have a really good idea on how to use it without actually purchasing it at all. And again, make sure you stick around till the end of this video, because guess what? You may not even have to pay for it. Just wait, guys. Just wait. I like giving stuff away. The next thing you're going to be using is Alibaba. So you need to know about this. Alibaba is basically like the Amazon for suppliers. So it's one of the biggest companies in the world. You go on there and you search for products. I'm not going to use that stupid clicker thing. You search for products. Let's say it's going to be a candle holder, and it will find you hundreds of suppliers that make candle holders, right? I've just got candle right there, that's why. You then want to find a gold supplier, and these are like a 5-star supplier. These are ones that are really trusted. They have a sales history. They're people that you can actually trust to give your money to. Obviously, some suppliers are not so trusted, and there are things that I can teach you to either say or do to make sure that you're getting the best value possible and you're not getting screwed over. But those are maybe for other videos. They're more kind of specific little tips. You want to approach maybe 15 to 25 suppliers. This is really up to you how much time you want to spend doing it and how much time you have. I would say kind of at least 15 suppliers. You're going to work out the specifics with them of the color of your product, if it's bundled with anything, where your logo is going to go, how the logo is being made, the cost of the logo, everything. Like the ship, absolutely everything you're going to work out with them. And then you're going to go negotiate on price, okay? Now, the reason I do it this way, some people negotiate on price first, which I think is really, really wrong and doesn't work as well, because I've done sales a lot. I've worked for one of the biggest companies in the world as a sales trainer. And if you don't know, guys, if you know me, you'll know that it was Apple. If you don't know, then I've just told you. But I learned how they sell, and they sell well. Okay, so I taught that, and I use the same theory when I'm negotiating with a supplier. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get them to buy into me as a customer rather than me buy into them as a seller. Okay, and that's really important when we get to leverage and we can negotiate our price so we can get the best price possible. And these are bigger videos, but you can go on my channel and I have videos about this sort of stuff, okay? The next thing we're going to do is we're going to sort out item labels, custom logos, and shipping plans, okay? So item labels are little barcodes that you see on the back of products, okay? So, for example, this is a barcode just here. This isn't an Amazon one. I didn't buy this from Amazon, but Amazon have their own specific barcode. So we get a barcode from a website like Barcode Mania. On Amazon, they kind of convert it to their one that they like, that they can scan with their kind of handheld devices, and we want the supplier to put it on the product. So basically, we don't have to do anything. The supplier will put it on the product, they'll ship it to Amazon, Amazon will do everything they need to do, and we never touch the product. We'll get our custom logo put on there as well, because that's super important for private labeling. If we don't do that, then other people can just sell the same product on our listing, which is something called hijacking, again, which you can go and look into. The next thing is, after we've kind of set up our seller account and we've created our product listing, we actually create something called a shipping plan, which tells both parties, so it tells Amazon what they're going to be receiving, so what products, how many, the weight, the size, all that sort of stuff, and where it's going to be going to. And then the supplier knows, again, exactly where it's going to. There's barcodes, so there's like shipping labels that they have to put on their boxes so that they know exactly, and the freight forwarders and the shipping agents know exactly where that product is going so it doesn't get lost. So those are super, super important things you need to do. So again, if you want to go and look at these things and research them, you can. The last thing is shipping. There's loads and loads of different ways to do shipping. There's air shipping, sea shipping, train shipping. And we look for normally 2 different terms. And again, I have videos about this. One that we look at is DDP, which is duty and delivery, or delivery duty paid, which means that the supplier, you pay the supplier, let's say it's $500 for the shipping, and that's it. You don't pay them $1 more. However, DDU is delivery duty unpaid, which basically means they're going to pay for the delivery, they're going to get it to Amazon, but customs duty and VAT, which are the 2 fees that we have to pay when importing into the UK, we will have to pay that as the seller. Now, it works out the same amount. We'll pay less. We might pay $400 for the shipping, but then have to pay another $100 for the customs duty and VAT. So it works out the same amount. But those are the 2 things we're really looking for. There are different versions of these acronyms, and there's slightly different ways of doing it. There's kind of like 20 different ways. But the point is, we are looking as an overall structure to have them organize everything for us. That's DDP is the preferred one, and then anything else we just kind of have to talk about it and see why they can't do DDP shipping. Again, if you have any questions about that, see my other videos. I've got shipping videos. If you want to go have a look at them, of course you can reach out as well. But that's kind of Alibaba, what we use it for, and kind of why it's a great idea to use it. Time. So how long is this going to take? I would dedicate most of your time to product research. Okay, everything else doesn't really take that long. It's emails back and forth, maybe getting someone on Fiverr to create a logo for you, or again, I can introduce you to people that will do that for you. The main majority of your time is doing product research, and I really wouldn't rush this, okay? If you rush it, I've seen people make mistakes. I've seen people make really, really silly mistakes within product research where they didn't check the numbers, okay? They didn't check the numbers, and I'm going to show you how to do this in a minute. They didn't check the numbers, and they made a mistake. They got the sales volume wrong, and they import a product that it doesn't have as much sales volume as they thought it did, just like if you went to buy that car, and it said it had 60,000 miles and it had 120,000 miles. You've been missold it, okay? It's a similar sort of thing, and you're not going to buy it. Whereas in this case, they bought a load of products that they then can't sell, or they've bought something that is restricted or patented, or they can't get ungated in the Amazon category. So dedicate the majority of your time to product research. I cannot stress that enough. The next thing is, don't rush your negotiations. I see a lot of people come to me and they say the second email they send is, okay, can you do a better price? Look, put yourself in the position of the supplier. If you've ever done a sales job and people ask for discounts straight away, what is the answer that you give them? No. Or you justify why the price is the price, because of the quality, because of this, that, and the other, the support. don't negotiate straight away. It's not a smart idea. Take time, get to know your supplier, not as a friend, but as a business relationship, and then you can negotiate. There will be a good time to negotiate. If you wait for that time and they want your custom more than you want theirs, then they will negotiate. And that's what we call leverage, okay? So don't rush your negotiations, and do not rush creating your listing, getting your keywords sorted, getting all the bullet points done, all the pictures and stuff like that. Don't rush it, because that's like starting up your barbershop, right? And just like chucking some chairs in, get some scissors on there, open the door and start it. Like, you wouldn't do that. You'd spend a lot of time designing how it's going to look, how it would feel as a customer entering your barbershop, you know, the staff that you're going to have there, the upsells, the payment method. You need to think through these things and make the buying process for a customer as easy and simple as possible. And you want to make your product listing look as best as it possibly can. So don't rush creating your listing, okay? Don't rush to get it up on Amazon really quick. Take your time. And if your products are at Amazon and they have to wait a few days to start selling because you haven't quite got your pictures yet, wait, okay? I would say wait. You can start and you can get some sales in. But I would personally say wait. You don't need to rush. It's not going to detriment you. You're not going to lose money doing it. So the key is here, I personally say, dedicate time to it. At the end of the day, with Amazon, we're starting up a company, a whole entire company, which is pretty much all the work is done up front. We do all the product research, all the negotiations, all the product testing, all the listing. We do pretty much all of it before we've made any money. But as soon as we get it on Amazon and it starts selling, we then do pretty much nothing, which is crazy. It's a crazy business model, which is why it's so great. And that's what we really call passive income. You do the work up front and it pays you again and again and again in the future, to the point where you only do like a couple of hours work a month on it. So spend your time doing it at the beginning and don't rush and make silly mistakes, okay? Money. You're probably all asking this, guys. How much money can you invest, I think, is a question that I'd like to ask. Because it's not so much how much do you need, because everyone's goals are going to be different. If I only want to make £500 a month, then I don't need to invest £4,000. That'd be ridiculous. However, if I invest £500, I could probably make 500 back pretty easily. Okay, so it depends on your goals. It depends on how many units you need to sell, how much profit you need to make. So if you want to do it for 500, you can. If you just want to get your feet wet, if you've got £4,000 you want to spend, then there's a strategy that will meet your investment. Okay, so it really depends. You can do it, I would say, anywhere between about £1,000 and about £3,000 to start. And again, it depends on the product, on how aggressive you want to be with marketing. Or how competitive the product is as well. So I'd say anywhere from £1,000 is actually a good amount to kind of start with. Basically, the investment dictates the product strategy. That is super important. There are costs involved. JungleScout does cost you money, unless you wait to the end of the video. There are things like keywords. You need to pay for getting keyword research done. You need to pay for product photos. So there are a few things that you'll need to pay for. But they're things that you will need to kind of operate your business, and they're just costs that you will recoup within the first month of selling anyway. So yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about those costs. As long as you basically do this step by step and you maybe get some guidance to make sure you don't make mistakes, the money that you invest will be made back. So it's, in terms of business startup, it's really not a lot of money to start up a whole entire business. And the upside for this, let's put it this way, the downside, the risk, is just the investment you're putting in. The upside, the potential earnings, are thousands, hundreds of thousands. And that may sound far-fetched to you, but it's honestly true that Amazon is such a ginormous company with a huge amount of customers coming in through their door every single day. All you have to do is show people your product, have it searchable, and people will buy it. It's absolutely crazy, but it's true. So the upside is massive. The downside is actually you could potentially lose the money you've invested, but that would be very, very rare to lose the money. You know, breaking even, I would say, wouldn't be the best thing. I'd say if you broke even and you made your money back, okay, like you've made your money back, but I would say that that's not as good as it could have been. And any less than that, you must have done something wrong. Like you really must have done something. Let's go on to the next thing. So this is something I call the RSL strategy. So all of that we talked about is great, and I'm going to recap it shortly. All of that is great, but actually let's go into it a little bit more in depth into my particular strategy of how to do this. Now, the strategies for Amazon FBA and private labeling, a lot of people talk about it and teach it, and the overarching theme is the same. but the specifics are different. So I've created my own strategy, which works for the UK market. It may work for other European markets. It may not work for the US market. It may not work for Australia, but I know it works for the UK. So that's what I'm going to show you today. So the first part is research how to find products to sell on Amazon that can make you literally thousands every 14 days. So we're going from about 200 to 600 sales average per month. So if we look at the top 15 sellers, we're looking for between 216 sales per month on average. Okay, so some of them will be like 1,000, 1,500. Some of them might be kind of 100 or 200 or 300. But we want it to average out to the point where we know that we can be profitable for us. We want most of the sellers to be under 100 reviews. And the reason being is, go back to that barber analogy. If all of them have really good reviews, they're all really highly acclaimed, as a new shop, how are you gonna stand out? How are you gonna compete with other companies that have been doing it for so long and they've got such a reputation? The answer is you're probably not going to be able to without a large investment. So we don't want to do that. We don't want to find a product that has loads of people with loads and loads of reviews. For example, go and research, if you've got the Chrome extension for JungleScout, just type in yoga mat into Amazon and see how many reviews those sellers have got. Thousands. You're not going to compete. Don't even try it. Unless you have a huge budget for marketing, which I just don't think is a good idea. You want it to be, again, light, under £3. I would say as light as possible. You can go under £1, under £0.5. It really depends on your particular criteria. And what I mean by this is that, say for example, you want to make £1,000 profit per month, not revenue. We want to make 1,000 profit, and we are selling 200 units per month. All you have to do is make a £5 profit margin on 200 units, and you've made £1,000 a month. Now, that sounds great, right? Cool, I can make £1,000 a month just from 200 units, selling them at and getting a £5 profit. However, if you said that to me, you're making a £5 profit, I'd say it's an okay profit. It's not great though. Like, you want to be making £7, £8, £9, £10 profit, if not more. Obviously, the price of the product does dictate that. If the product only sells for £12, you're very unlikely, well, you're not going to make a £10 profit. You're more likely to make £5. But that's, again, a different barrier to entry. So if you have a small amount of investment, you're going to go for products that are selling between about £10 and £15, because you can get them for, let's say, about £3, £4, £5, and you'll make £5 profit. However, if you have a bit more investment, you can find products that sell for £20, £25, £30. Again, make 200 sales, but make £10 profit. So you can make £2,000 in profit every single month. So getting to for example, £1,000 payout every 14 days is actually not that hard with one product. If you then repeat the process again, this whole thing, and start another product, again doing, let's just say 200 sales, and if you're doing 600 sales, fantastic. If you do it again, you'll be getting thousands every 14 days. It's really not that hard. So of course, make sure when we go into the research, the product is brandable, or if it's too small to brand, then you make sure you get a custom box made or custom packaging made so that you can have your brand on that. Super important we have a brand. And then again, make sure, like we said before, there is a gap in the market. There's an area where you think you can fill it, right? There's a need for customers, like a lot of the products are getting bad reviews for one specific thing. You make sure your product does not have that flaw, or identify it and have a solution for the customer so that they will find your product more useful, more helpful, more valuable than other people's, which means you will make more sales. So that is super important. Again, take a screenshot of this, guys, if you would like to screenshot it. So the next thing is sourcing and custom branding your products with ease. So the first thing we do is we find a trusted supplier, so a gold supplier on Alibaba. We actually start to build a rapport, and what I like to do is make my business seem larger than it is. And the way I do this is that I pretend to be like an employee. I pretend to be Jonny from purchasing rather than Jonny, like director. The reason being is that it makes your company seem bigger than it is, and within most business, that's what you want to do. You want to make your company seem big, because people trust it if it's big. I don't know why, but people trust it if it's big. Even, for example, Vodafone do a service for business customers where if you're just like a man in your van, right, you have one mobile phone, what you can actually get is you can get a landline telephone number for every county in England, but they all just redirect to your mobile phone. So it looks like you're local to every single place in the UK, but it's just your mobile phone and you're in a van. So you want to make your business as big, or basically make it look bigger than it is, and that is one great way to do it. That also means that it helps with your negotiation later and it helps build a rapport with the people because you're both employees, right? Rather than you being a director of this company and then being an employee of a manufacturer. So I think it's quite good to do that. Feel free to use it. Other people use different ways. I think this is probably one of the best ways to do it. Get them to buy into you as a customer. So this is something that I teach, and I want the supplier to want my business more than I want theirs, right? I want their product because there's other suppliers out there that sell the same product. I want them to want my business because I'm a big company and we're going to sell loads of units and it's going to be really great. Okay, so I want them to buy into me, and you do that for building a rapport. You work out all the specifics, and this is my way of doing it. You might have a different way, but we work out all the specifics, like everything, absolutely everything, down to the tiniest little details. And at the very end, leave it as long as possible, I personally think. Then you negotiate, you get down to business, right? You get down to the money part. And what I do, I say is, hey, I've taken the 3 preferred suppliers to my boss. He's the decision maker. And we've analyzed all of them. We want to thank you for your time and everything like that. We love speaking with you. We love your product. However, there is a difference in price between you and actually both suppliers. The product quality is the same because we want a high quality product. I want to recommend you as our preferred supplier to go with and do business with. However, I won't be able to do that at the current price. Are you able to meet us here? And just put a lowball price out there and see what they say. They will say, no, we can't get to that price, but that's not what you're wanting to do. You want them to meet you in the middle, and that middle price is going to be where you can make a lot of profit, okay? So that is what I would call the drop close. That's where you're really like putting it on the line, and at this point you really have to be okay with walking away. If they don't negotiate with you, just walk away and find another supplier because you need to get a good price. It's so important to get a good price. And you can negotiate with them in a different way. Say, oh, we'll order another 100 units if you can drop it to this price, okay? And again, work that into your strategy when you're approaching these guys. Don't approach them and say, I want 400 units when that's all you can afford. Approach them saying, I want 200. And then see what you can do in the long term. The last thing you're going to do is, after you've created your product listing on Amazon, you're actually going to create something called a shipping plan, and you're going to get your items shipped to Amazon. So you actually send your supplier shipping labels and barcodes, which you can get from Seller Central. They come on like a PDF, and you just email them over to them. They'll then get them printed onto stickers, and they sticker them on the product so that Amazon know exactly what boxes they're being received, and also what are in those boxes, and they all have barcodes on them. So that's what we're going to do for sourcing and custom branding your products with ease. Okay, so working out the specifics is where we're going to get the branding done. We're going to get people from Fiverr to do our branding, or again, I can recommend people to do your branding as well. The people I recommend are a little bit more expensive, but I'm very much into the category of spend money on branding because that will make you more money in the future. Okay, so that's super important. Okay, the next section is launching and scaling an Amazon business to make you money while you sleep. So it's all well and good finding a great product, getting a great price for it, branding it really well, and really being proud of the product. But if you don't launch it, you're never going to make any money from it. If you don't get your product listing down completely, you're never going to make any money. So here's the things that you need to do when you're launching and scaling your Amazon business. So first thing you need to do is research the keywords for that product. So if it's going to be candle holder, you need to find out all the related keywords to candle holder of what people search on Amazon. You need to see the search volumes, how many customers are actually searching for that term, and you need to put it in order of how popular these words are. And you can use these 2 tools for this, Keyword Inspector and Keyword Tool. I have other videos for this. Of course, these are in my full course. But that is super important. Do not skimp on this. Do not go, oh, I don't need to do that. I can make it up myself. You are never going to know what customers are searching for. The millions of customers on Amazon, you're not going to predict what they're searching. Get the figures, and have it on a spreadsheet, and don't leave it up to chance. Just get keyword research. I see people not do this, and it's just a mistake. Create a killer product listing. That's having really, really professional photos, the best photos on that listing page, so that when a customer goes down, even if you're not the top listing, even if you're kind of halfway down there, they see your product and they go, oh, wow, yeah, I'll click that. And then you have a great listing so that you're getting people to purchase, you're kind of helping them make that buying decision as easy and as quickly as possible, okay? You're going to create your shipping plan, of course. You're going to create an email. barcodes and your box labels, which is super important. And then you're going to have a follow-up sequence, okay? You're going to have a follow-up sequence for your customers. So when they buy it, you might have had this yourself, right? When you buy something from Amazon, you might get an email from the seller saying, hey, did you get your product okay? If there's any problems, let us know. And then maybe 3 days later said, oh, you've had a chance to try it out. If you've enjoyed it, would you mind leaving us a review on Amazon? It really helps us, helps us be found by other customers. And basically have a small email follow-up sequence, and you can use a service like JumpSend to do that. And that will help you get more organic reviews, which will then in turn increase the amount of competition you personally have with other people. So it's harder for other people to come to the market because you have loads of reviews. And also that will in turn mean more sales, which means more reviews. If you want to, you don't have to, you can create social platforms, and this is where the branding element comes in. I really think this is a good idea. Create social platforms, for your products, leverage Facebook ads for giveaways if you want to. I can teach you how to do this. Use Amazon PPC, and this is one of the most important things. So you want to spike the algorithm for Amazon, get your product up to that first page or second or first page, and then use Amazon PPC to kind of gradually bring it up, maintain it, and have your product at the top. So when you go on Amazon, you search for something, normally that top listing is actually an advert. So you're clicking it, you're actually clicking an advert, the seller will have to pay a fee to Amazon, even if you don't buy the product. But if you have a good listing, good pictures, and all the rest of it, good reviews, you're going to make a load more sales. So we use Amazon PPC quite a lot. And again, you're going to gain reviews. And the last thing, which is super important, is you're going to work out the minimum stock level you need for a reorder. So if you're selling 5 units a day, and for example, it takes you, let's say 20 days from the point of ordering your stock to the point of it being delivered, how many units do you need in stock? You need 50 no, that's not true. You need 100 units. Is that true? 100 units? Whatever it is, in stock when you reorder, okay? Otherwise, you're going to run out of stock if you're selling on average 5 units a day, okay? It's 100. No, I can't remember. What am I saying? I'm confused. It's a long video, guys. It's a long video. But work out the minimum level. Use a calculator. Don't be an idiot like me, okay? Now, if you do that, you should be able to maintain your level, and you can get your ranking up more and more and more. And it'll get to the point where it might be a bit hard to scale at the beginning because you're just starting. You've got all these sales coming in, don't quite know when to reorder. You might get it off by a few days, which is okay. Don't worry if you do. But then once you've done it a couple of times, and you're maybe 3 months, 6 months down the line, it's going to be automated. You're going to have a minimum order or stock level, and you'll be able to maybe preempt it and do 2 months worth of ordering at one time. You'll be able to see it coming, and that's when it is truly automated, and you have to spend very, very little time, like really, really little time doing, because ordering doesn't take long. It's just a few emails back and forth between your supplier and creating a shipping plan, which takes maybe 10 or 15 minutes to do. So pretty easy, pretty easy. So there we go. That's the kind of the overview for you guys. I hope you've been kind of following along to that. And again, ask questions if you want me to recap anything. But here's the kind of recap in a linear format, right? So you set up a company, you do your product research, right? Product research, you find your supplier, you create a product listing, you get your product shipped to Amazon, and then you launch your product. Okay, those are the 6 steps. And it doesn't sound like much when you put it like that, and that's why a lot of people do Amazon FBA, because they think, well, it's quite easy. What a lot of people get wrong is the specifics and the actual small details that are kind of within these, right? So that's what you're going to do. Feel free to go back through this video and relook at any of that. You can also reach out to me. I'll have my Amazon groups, my free FBA Facebook groups, which you can kind of go on to and get support from. So that's super important. And like I said, there's 2 ways to do this, right? Let's go for the hard way first, right? The hard way. Spend hours researching online for the right information and actually never get the full story. So what I mean by this is I call this being unconsciously ignorant, which means where you don't know what you don't know. How can I research something if I have no idea what to research? So hopefully this video, first of all, in a few minutes, I'm actually going to take you through everything. Literally everything. I'm going to give you the bullet points of what you need to go and research. So if you want to go and do this yourself and you want to spend hours and hours and hours, like literally weeks doing it, then screenshot it and you can go and research those things by yourself. I can't say that you're going to get the right information because I can't I don't know where you're searching. But lots of people never get the full story because they don't know what to search for. So I don't want that to be you. I want to help as many people as I can. One of my New Year's resolutions, and I hope you guys have got one too, is to help as many people out as I can, to help more people, and that's something I really, really want to do. So this is the hard way, spending hours researching online, and I spent a lot of time researching when I first started, a lot of things I didn't know the answer to, particularly, sorry, about the UK market, but hey, I figured them out, and I've made it a lot easier for you guys, which is good. The other thing is a lot of people make mistakes that actually cost them hundreds, and I've seen thousands sometimes as well. These are things like getting your shipping plan wrong and your product's kind of disappearing. They might be importing a product that you can't sell on Amazon. You have something called gated categories, which means that Amazon don't allow you to sell them straight away. They do allow you to sell them, but you have to get approved to sell, which jump through a few hurdles. So a lot of people buy products they're not allowed to sell or are restricted, just because they haven't done the proper research. They haven't done the proper product research because they haven't been told to do it. They had no idea about it. They were ignorant to the fact that they had to do it. So I've seen people make loads of really actually quite silly mistakes, and it's a shame because when I teach people, it only takes like a 3 or 5 minute video to go through that topic that could have saved someone literally thousands. So it's a shame in that sense that people have gone for it, but it's fortunate that they're super easy to fix as well. The next thing is a lot of people struggle to make it work and actually often give up and never achieve their dreams, right? And what I mean by this is that they don't reach out for support for people. They say, I'm going to do it alone. You know, I don't need any help. I'm just going to research everything online by myself, and I'm going to go do it, right? And that mentality, unfortunately, it does work for some people. Like, it really does work for some people, but the majority of people, I will say the majority of people need other people, okay? I need other people. I'll give you a great example. When I started investing in cryptocurrency, I wanted to do it. I knew how to do it, but I needed someone else, one of my friends, to say, look, I've done it. You can do it. So a lot of people need a community of people that can help them and push them to take that next step, and to tell them when they're doing something wrong. So if you're in isolation and you work by yourself, and if that's the way you work, then cool, good on you. But I'd say for the majority of people, that's actually a destructive thing to do. And you need to reach out to people and get advice from people and give advice to other people as well. Help people out. And actually, I find teaching other people is the best way to learn. And I've always been like that. I love teaching people, and that really helps me upskill myself extremely quickly because I want to feel that I'm giving you the best information possible so that I can continue to give value. So I would say, make sure if you're going to get into this area, have a community of people around you that are doing the similar thing. You don't have to share your secrets with them, but just to be there for support. Again, I have my Amazon groups for this. I have my mastermind groups. I have a whole bunch of stuff for community because I believe it is super important, and it really helped me when I started out. So the new year is coming, guys. Again, as I said, my resolution is to help more people than I ever have, because I've seen the value that it gives me personally, like the satisfaction of helping people and getting messages on my phone every day saying thank you and giving me the kind of the strength to go out there and actually start a business. That's incredible for me. So I want to help as many people in the new year, well, from now as possible. So I want to ask you what your New Year's resolution is going to be. If you don't have one, that's fine. Like I never really do them, but I definitely have goals. So my New Year goal is to help more people. So what's yours going to be? If yours is starting up a business, why are you waiting until New Year? I'm recording this video on the 27th of December, okay? Just had Christmas off, and I was like, right, I want to do a really kind of in-depth video for everyone because the information is hard to find. I didn't wait until January to do it. I did it now, okay? Because guess what? Taking action is super important. So if you want to go and do something, you think, oh, I'm going to do it in March. Why? Why would you wait until March to do something that you could do today? It doesn't make any sense, right? It doesn't make any sense to wait to do something. So whilst I understand New Year's resolutions, get started now, okay? Get started now. Why wait a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks? Because guess what that's called? That is procrastination. And we do not like to procrastinate. And guess what? Once you take action, that's the one secret, guys. The one secret. This is it. The one thing that all entrepreneurs, all business owners, all people that are successful have done is guess what they did? They took action and they just did something. They just did something. And what I mean by this is that you're watching this video because you want to research more about it, okay? And I commend you for doing that and trying to take action into improving your own life. However, research is not good enough, okay? Research and learning and thinking about something is not good enough. Taking action is good enough. So if the first thing you do is your product research, maybe you don't want to start up a company yet, you don't want to import goods into the country, you're just going to do some product research. Go and do product research. If you don't want to spend money on JungleScout, go and use another platform that's free. Just be aware that the numbers are wrong, okay? Or sign up to JungleScout, or wait until the end and you might get it for free. But yeah, do something that is just a pigeon step. Just one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. And just do something. I can't explain that enough. And people ask me for like advice all the time. And I'm saying, what have you done? They're like, I've just researched this, I've researched that. And I was like, well, you haven't done anything. You need to go and do it, right? The biggest thing that will make a biggest difference in your life is taking action. Mad action equals mad results. Okay, that's what I always say. I truly believe it. And when I want to do something, I don't think about, well, you know, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. I just go and do it and then figure out if it was a good idea or a bad idea once I've done it. Because guess what? If it's a bad idea, the worst that can happen probably isn't that bad. You might look a bit stupid, but at the end of the day, who really cares? Because at least you're trying. And then once something that you do kicks off, then everyone's going to be coming to you asking, how did you do it? And you'll be like, well, I just did stuff. So go and do some stuff, guys. Go and do some stuff. So this is my question. Now, if you want to leave this video now, because you've got all the value that you want, you know, I'm happy for you to do that. If you've made it this far, congratulations. Like this is, I don't know how long this video is by now, but it's pretty long, I know. But yeah, thank you for joining me along this long. But now I'm actually going to go into the nitty-gritty parts of the exact modules that are in my Amazon course. So again, if you're new to my channel, you might not know this. If you are one of the OG subscribers, you will know, and you've seen my journey over this year. But I want to go through every single video and explain, you know, what it is, why you need to do it, so that if you want to, you can go and research it for yourself, by yourself, okay? If you want to do that. However, if you want the shortcut, this is what I'm going to be giving you today, right now. So stay tuned for this section here. And of course, I've got the super secret, probably not so secret giveaway coming at the end as well. But guys, if you like this video so far, give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment with what you think, and I will get back to every single person. And guess what? This giveaway is involving comments in a different way to I've seen being done yet online. So it should be a really interesting one. I'm going to be giving away literally hundreds and hundreds of pounds worth of stuff, of basically JungleScout memberships on this video. So yeah, it should be pretty good. I'm really excited for that. So this is what I created. It's the Amazon FBA UK course. And hopefully it's okay that I've built enough rapport with you guys that I can talk about this. I don't want to be selling to people all the time, but there is a certain time where I guess the sales come in. And every now and again, I will do videos like these. I won't do them every day, obviously. Most of my content is just value up front. But I want to share with you. I want to help more people than I've ever done before. And this is one of the ways I'm going to help more people. So hopefully you're okay with me sharing this. So what do you get in the course? Okay, I'm going to go through these. Hopefully you can see them properly. So the first thing is the basics of Amazon FBA and private labeling. I'll show you the individual videos in a second. I'm going to breeze through these. Next is setting up your company the right way, okay? Understanding customs duty, VAT, and EORI. What the hell is an EORI, right? An ORI. What is that? The most comprehensive product research strategy literally I've ever seen, obviously because I made it, but I've not ever seen anyone that has gone this in depth yet. Sourcing your product for the best price, where we talk about negotiation and getting really everything in your supplier that you want. How to brand your product and make more sales through branding, because branding, guys, that is one of the key tips that not a lot of people do. So if you want to be like proper on it with Facebook, bloody hell, with Amazon FBA and private labeling, look into branding and hire people to do your branding. Hire graphic designers if you can't do it yourself. Shipping your products most efficiently and getting the best bang for your buck. Creating a killer product listing to really increase your sales conversion. Launching your product to page 1. And then I go through some advanced marketing techniques. So if you've launched a product and you think, hey, I've got some more time on my hands, I'm going to go more in depth on my marketing, and I've got a whole section for you for that. And then finally, this is like a really cool extra. I have an ungating section where, like I said earlier, if you have been with me for this whole video, some categories on Amazon, for example, beauty, grocery, health and personal care, they have something called gated. You're not allowed to sell in them straight away. So I'm going to teach you how to get on gated in every single restricted or gated category on Amazon, so that instead of being able to only see a small proportion of what Amazon sell, you get to see everything. So your options are just blown open as an FBA seller. Really, really, really good idea. So the first thing, introduction, 4 videos. You can go and watch these for free. It's the first link in the description. So these 4 videos are completely free. You can go and click them and watch them. It's just like an introduction, explaining what the course is and is not, private labeling, and how much money you can actually need to start. And I break this down for an example product of how much you need and when you need it as well. So is it up front? Is it when you're creating your listing? Is it after you've actually launched your product? The next thing is creating your company. And you might think, creating your company, like, why is there like, 7 videos? Like, does that need 7 videos? Yeah, it does. Like, we're starting a company and you need to know these things. I started my first company. It was actually formed in 2011. I didn't really use it until about 2013 or 14 or something. But I did start it a long time ago. So I talked to you about naming your company and actually naming your Amazon brand. They can be completely different. You don't have to be the same. Advantages of setting up a limited company and how to set it up. And then some things like getting trademarked, which you don't need to do straight away, so don't worry about that. We don't really need to do, but it can be a good idea in the future. How to create a business bank account, get an account, and actually insurance as well. So things that not a lot of people talk about, and these are specific to the UK, and they'll be very similar for Europe as well. Not the same, but they'll be very similar, okay? Next thing, UK taxes and duty. You might think, hey, the last section about creating a company was like 7 videos, but this is only 3. Guess what, guys? It's actually not as hard as you think it is. People think, oh, taxes and customs duty, oh, that's really complicated, it's really hard. Fortunately, it's actually very easy. Once you know what to do and where to get the information from, these videos, look, 3 minutes, 7 minutes, 4 minutes nearly, they're not super in depth. It's kind of, here's what you're going to need to do. There's no fluff in any of these videos. It's, here's what it is, here's what you need to do, these are the resources, go and do it, right? Or here's the click, the step by step. Really not that hard, but you do need to understand it. You need to understand why you need to pay these, when you need to pay them, what costs are involved. So I go through that, and these are UK specific. Okay, these some of these will be similar again for Europe, like EORI number, but again, the customs duty and the VAT will be specifically for the UK. If you're in Germany, your VAT kind of website will be different. The customs duty website will be different as well. So this is where we go into the biggest section of the course, which is your product research strategy. Now this is, again, one of the most important things within Amazon FBA and private labeling is your research, which is why I don't just say use JungleScout. I go into so many different, I don't even know how many videos it is, but it's a lot of content where we go setting your goals. So if you only want to make £500 a month, then your goals and your investment will reflect the amount that you're looking to make from it. If you want to make £4,000, £5,000, £10,000 a month, then again, your investment will reflect that. So we need to look at different products based upon the amount of investment, how much you're looking to make, and how fast you can scale. So that's why we start with that video, is you've got to actually find not just products that you can sell on Amazon, it's products you can sell on Amazon. That's super important. So ones you can actually afford. Because the more you make, actually the more products, or the higher price products you can afford to buy. We're going to go look at examples of good products and explanations. So to give you an idea, before you even get into the product research, what you're actually looking for as a good product. We look into restricted categories, which again trips people up many times. Now I've put that video in there, it's 3 minutes 49. So I've solved people's problems that have cost them thousands of dollars with a video that is under 4 minutes. That's all it takes. That's all it takes to not make a mistake. So when I say read or watch every single one of these videos in the beginning, watch every single one of these videos, okay? They're all in here for a reason. I don't put a video in here just for fun, okay? They're in here for a reason. Understanding your Amazon fees, how much are Amazon going to take from you from your profit margin? And when I say about profit margin earlier, about £5, £10 profit, that's after your Amazon fees, okay? That's super important. How to use JungleScout. Again, if you want to see that for free, I'm going to release a video on it tomorrow. Using sellers' stores to actually buy on their listings to see what they're selling as a product research strategy. Alternative product research that most people don't do. I'm not going to tell you what that is, but that's just a very quick one, which I really like. How to research using Alibaba. How to actually track sales with 999 cart trick and how to automate that for you. So to verify the amount of sales that these sellers are making. How to improve upon your competition and be different. How to actually use Google Trends, camel, to assess your actual product in terms of, is it seasonal? Is it going to make enough money? Are your sales going to drop off in July? So you don't want that to happen, so you need to be able to research that. Finding patents, so this is something that people really, really struggle with. In actual fact, not that hard. It just takes a long time, so I'll tell you how to do it. Bundling, so how to bundle products, how to find products to bundle with yours. So it's two products that are kind of combined into one package. Analyzing your product research. This is a little bit one of the longer videos, but I go through how to analyze your product research figures to see if they're going to be good products or not. Because again, a lot of people don't know what a good product is until they've done it again and again and again and again and again, or by getting constant back and forth from someone. So what I do is I show you how to analyze it yourself, and then what you can do is you're going to progress so much quicker than if you were to email me every single time you find a product, okay? Because that's going to then have to wait for me to email back, and then you'll email back again. In this case, 11-minute video gets you through the majority of that, and then you're going to start sending me products that are actually pretty good, and I'll be able to say, yes, this is a good product, or you need to look into the trends for this product, you need to look into the price fluctuations, you need to look into this, that, or the other. So we can be a lot more efficient with our time, and we can get you to the point of selling quicker. That's super important. And then also at the very end, a little disclaimer, not a disclaimer, it's just saying, like, you know, although I've put this here, don't take my word as like gospel, right? Gospel? Whatever. Don't take it as completely true, because there are other things to do. You might be really passionate about a certain product, but the sales, or it's a little bit too competitive. You might be super passionate about it because you've got loads of connections where you can sell the product off of Amazon. Like, you don't have to listen to me for absolutely everything, but I would definitely be aware of every single thing I say and why I say them. Like, don't sell a product that's restricted. Obviously, you need to listen to that. But say, for example, I say you need to find a product that sells 250 units a month. Okay, you might want to sell something that's 200 units or 300 units or 600. That's where you can just use your own intuition and your own intelligence to make informed decisions. And if you get stuck, of course, you ask me. Sourcing your product. So another big section, again, how to actually source from China, or actually source locally as well. How to search properly, so how to find, you know, really good suppliers that are trusted, how to get quotes, how to negotiate a better quote, important, how to bundle two different products from different suppliers to one, how to get ebooks made and to bundle them with your listing so that when a customer buys your product, they get an automatic ebook delivered to them via email, why you get samples, how to get them, how much they cost, designing your logo and packaging. Packaging is super important. Again, I have people that can do this for you. And then ordering and payment options. Again, super important in terms of if you want to make sure that you don't get screwed over if you have made a mistake from sourcing a legitimate supplier. So things like that, like trade assurance, there's a whole bunch of stuff, particularly with that ordering and payment options, that people don't talk about, but I do talk about it with you in that section. And of course, you can reach out to me for support. Shipping your products, so I go through air shipping and sea shipping, shipping terms, mainly used for sea shipping, a little bit air shipping. And then we talk about how you actually pay your VAT and how you pay your customs duty. Again, a question that I get asked so many times, which is just solved within a 3-minute video. Okay, so obviously when I'm texting it, when I'm emailing, it takes ages to explain, but in the videos I can get over very quickly and just say, this is what you do, this is how you do it, this is when you do it, done. Nice and easy. So I try and make everything as easy and kind of not a big deal as possible, because it's not, it's really not. Once you've done it once, it's just so easy. Next thing, it's kind of two things combined really. Setting up Amazon Seller Central, so really the account basics of how to use Amazon Seller Central, which is actually how you list your listings, list your products. So all of those things there, creating a shipping plan to make sure your stock goes from the right place to the right place, and doesn't get lost. And then creating a killer product listing. I'm talking like the best product listing you've ever seen on Amazon. We don't want to create no rubbish that has typos. I do typos all the time, and I just do that, but obviously get proofreaders. The best pictures, the best titles, the best bullet points, the best descriptions, everything being the best, okay? All within the terms of service. That's very important. We've got to make sure we're operating in the terms of service for Amazon. So this is something that I'm particularly proud of this section, because if someone follows this, they will have an incredible listing and they're going to make a lot of money just if you follow these things. And this is what I do the same things as I teach here, okay? I spend money on pictures. Some people don't. They just get the pictures from the suppliers, they have them photoshopped. Don't do that. Just don't do it. Everyone else does it. Why would you do something that everyone else does? get your own pictures made. And again, I have people that can do that, trusted people as well. Amazon advertising. So we go into the PPC with pay-per-click overview, so you understand actually how it works and why we use it. And then we go into the keyword research, which is super, super important. And if you don't do that, then you can really mess up. Your automatic PPC campaign, which don't worry about what that means. It just means, well, it just means that Amazon kind of predict what you want to be promoting or what words you want to be promoting. And then you can actually go onto a manual Amazon PPC campaign, a little bit more in depth. Like automatic campaign is literally clicking a button on. Manual campaign is analyzing all your keywords, what people are clicking, what people are buying when they click it. And then you bring it into a file, and then you can put that on Amazon as your PPC strategy, which is super important. We then go to introduction to advanced techniques. So you don't have to do these things. I think it's a good idea, but you don't have to do it. So using Facebook ads to do discount codes, how to get emails so you can retarget people, how to set up, build social proof with adverts, how to collect emails, how to create conversion campaigns, how to do discount codes, how to do multiple discount codes, varying discount codes, how to do Instagram, and actually leveraging influencers as well. So for example, if you have a product that could be sold along with a gym membership, okay? So not only could you go to gyms in your area and you can say, hey, look, we'll give you a 50% commission if you upsell this with your gym memberships, but you can go to Instagram influencers and you can do exactly the same thing. So we're going to talk about how you do that, how you reach out to people, what you need to offer them, what they will accept. And then this is the last section. Well, not the very last. It's one of the last sections. The last kind of couple of things are just kind of going over it, going over the overview, kind of start to finish. But this is getting ungated in every single category. So if you want to sell on Amazon and you want to sell in every category, all these ones like beauty, grocery, watches and stuff like that, then you need to get ungated, okay? And it's not just a case of clicking a button. It is a little bit harder than that. You need to jump through some hurdles to do it. So I explained to you exactly what you need in terms of invoice requirements and the actual logistics side of it, and then a list of wholesalers where you can actually start to go and get ungated using stock. So I have another video on that. It's a little bit more in depth, which you can go and look at. But this itself is worth pretty much the cost of the whole course. Some of these sections, like the product research section, is again worth pretty much the whole amount I'm charging for the course. So huge amount of value, and there's about 80 something videos, 84 videos in this course, about 6 hours of watch time. So there's a lot of information. So here's a little recap for you guys. So understanding the very basics of Amazon FBA and private labeling, you can go and watch this for free, first link in the description. The setting up your company the right way, so how to set up your company, how to get business bank accounts, insurance, all that sort of rubbish. How to understand customs duty, VAT, EORI numbers. What are they? Why do you need them? What the hell are they? So this is kind of business as usual stuff. Then we get on to the really in-depth stuff like product research strategy, and what I believe to be the most comprehensive one out there at the moment. Sourcing your product for the best price. And we don't want an average price, we want the best price for the best quality product. So I'm going to show you how to do that. How to brand your product to make more sales, not just stick a logo on it. It's how do we brand it to make more money than other people. How to ship your products most efficiently to get the best bang for your buck, because we want more profit. What we're doing this for, we're doing this to make money. Okay, so we want to be profitable, or as profitable as possible. Create your product listing, and a killer one at that. So creating something that you'd be proud of, something that entices people in, something that is high converting and has great reviews. How to launch your product to page 1 to get organic sales. We look at the advanced marketing techniques, and then at the very end, if you want to, you can get ungated in every single category in Amazon. It's never going to be easier than it is right now to do that. So that is something that I really, really believe in. Please take my advice on that, guys. Just do it. That's a little recap for you guys. Hopefully that's all making sense. If there is anything you'd like me to maybe explain to you, just let me know in the comments and I can do other videos on it. What else do you need? What else do you need? Good question. Bonus number 1, access to a private Facebook group for students only. So this is for people that are taking action. Those are people that are looking to better their life through Amazon FBA and private labeling. So they're great people to network with. I spoke about networking earlier and the ability to share. This is what I've set up for people that are in that same niche. And that's super important. Groups like that really help me. And so I think they're really going to help you as well. So that's kind of bonus number 1. You get that for free. And the last thing you need, should we click this? Does this work? It does, yes. Keynote skills on point. The last thing you need is bonus number 2, and that's my actual personal support to help you start your Amazon FBA business. Of course, all the content is all the tuition side of it. There's not really much I need to teach you after you've watched the course, but then you may need help with strategy or analyzing product research, or you just might need some help, right? I'm not deluded to say that you can do this all by yourself. I think you're going to need a little bit more help. So I don't just give 1 month support or 2 months support. I give you personal support. Like that, it doesn't matter if it's a year down the line and you need help with something, I'm going to help you with it. So I'm going to help you wherever stage you're at. If you're just starting, if you're launching your 3rd product and you're like, "Ooh, I'm looking to do this," and it's a little bit more advanced, then yeah, I'm not going to just not help you. So this is personal support at its best. Obviously, don't call me up every hour of the day. I need to sleep and stuff, but it is personal support and the best support you're ever going to get from anyone online at the moment. And I'm sure if you're watching this, guys, if any of the students are watching this, I don't know why you would be because you're already in the course, but if you are, or any of the people that I've been helping over the past year, leave a comment down below and give me a testimonial, because I love getting them. And actually, I think I've got one coming up in a minute. But I've been helping a lot of people, and the majority of my time, people think that a lot of my time is spent doing YouTube videos. The majority of my time is spent emailing people, messaging people on my phone about Amazon and about other different business models. So that's the majority of my time is spent doing that, and I'm happy to do that. That's what I want to do. I want to help more people than I've ever helped before, ever. So that's bonus number 2, and of course you get that free, right? You get that for free. So this is a little testimonial from Josh. He's a student in the course, and he said 50% through, so he didn't even finish it yet, and it's been amazing. A really great course so far, taking me through step by step how I properly set up my Amazon FBA business. I'm having loads of fun learning, filled in so many gaps of things I had no clue about too. Really appreciate the value. So isn't that great that he's only 50% through, which is still like 3 or 4 hours in. 3 hours in. He's really enjoying it, and because it's step by step. I've made it so that you can go step by step. You don't have to go from one section to the other section back to the middle, so it's confusing. It's literally spoon-fed. It's literally spoon-fed. And it's filled in so many gaps of things I had no clue about. So this is important. Not all information is online, okay? And a lot of people will say it is, but there's some things that just aren't, because it's a lot of information to go through. It's very hard to find. So like myself, Josh would have spent time researching Amazon FBA, private labeling before he purchased the course, right? Before he spent money on it. And there's loads of information you can get online, but even he's gone in there and he's done his research, which is why he bought the course in the first place, because he wants to do it. He knows it's a good idea. And then there's so many other things he had no clue about at all. And that's what I'm trying to do, guys. I'm trying to open up your minds to things that people just don't talk about. So thank you, Josh, for that. I really appreciate it. So wouldn't it be good to be in that same situation as Josh? He's taken action. I know he's a young guy as well. He's going to be very successful in life because he's taken action so young. I wish I'd done the same thing. So yeah, congrats to him. And hopefully other people can follow in his footsteps as well. This is from Sam. I've taken other courses, but Jonny has far surpassed what I thought was possible with an FBA course. Perfect for UK sellers. So isn't that cool? Sam he's taken other FBA courses, like me. He's taken other FBA courses, and he's taken mine, and he's like, it's far better than I ever thought it could have been, because even he's watched and he's purchased other ones. So I've put stuff in there, not only surpasses what other courses have done, but again, it's perfect for UK sellers. And I'm going to put it out there, right? There's lots of people that sell courses online, and friends with many of them. And I love that way they do. But if you're going to go, for example, this is why I made this course for UK specifically, because there was no one I could reach out to for UK support. There was just no one I could find that was giving really good information, that was personable, that was honest, that was just someone that I wanted to get advice from. Everything I was doing was US based, so USA. All the people selling in the US. And although that's great, and the actual theory of Amazon is very, very similar, there are so many nuances and differences in the UK market and the European market that they just have no idea about. So they may be very successful in their own right, but they have never sold in the UK, and they don't know about UK trends. They don't know about UK tax law and customs duty and EORI numbers and how to set up limited companies. They've never done it before. So if you're looking to get into a course, right, and you're looking at mine, you're looking at other ones that aren't based in the UK, my question is, what value are they giving that's going to make up for the fact that you're still going to have to do a whole load of research to find out how to do it in the UK, right? So you're gonna have to buy a course to learn how to sell on Amazon, and then you're probably gonna have to spend more money on information. You'll probably pay for a coaching call with me so that you can find out the rest of it. Better that, just take my course, which is better than other people's anyway, because it's got more information, and it's UK specific. I don't want to be big-headed there, but again, I see people make mistakes that can be solved very, very easily if there's just more content, which is why there's just so much content in this course. So thank you, Sam, for that, for pulling attention to that. I really appreciate that. And yeah, great guy. But yeah, it does sell on Amazon, does a great job at it too. So what if, guys, what if all I was able to do, right, if you're thinking about getting into Amazon, what if all I was able to do is help you make 500 extra pounds a month, or £1,000 a month? 500 is pretty easy. £1,000 is still pretty easy, but £1,000 extra a month. What if I was able to do that? Would that change your life at all? Like, how would it change your life? If it was able to just allow you to go on holiday like one time a year and not worry about money, would it be worth the time investment and the money investment to actually make a go of it? Would it be worth it if you were able to go on like one really cool like 2-week holiday? Then let's go the other way, like, you know, even further to where, like, the ideal scenario where you can actually quit your job and you can work from home, not really doing much, through Amazon FBA and scale it up to a sizable business. Like, what if you were able to do that just from an initial time investment, an initial intrinsic investment, money investment? You know, what would that do to your life? And this is the other question. What are those things worth to you? So when I started, those things were worth a hell of a lot of money, thousands and thousands. I'd be willing to spend thousands to get ultimate freedom, okay? So you've got to work out what those things are worth to you. Working from home, like helping other people, doing the things that I want to do is so incredibly valuable. I can't even explain it to you guys, but you need to work out, you know, what it's worth for you. If it's not worth it, if you're like, meh, I'm not really bothered, like, why are you even watching the video? If you're someone that really wants to take action and take hold of their own life and improve it, then you need to work out what it's worth to you, okay? After you've done that, then you can get involved and you can take action, or you can not take action. It's up to you. You need to work it out. So there's one last recap. You get all of those ones, the basics of Amazon FBA and private labeling, setting up your company the right way, understanding customs duty, VAT, and ERI. And to be honest, those three are they're pretty good just by themselves. And then we have the most comprehensive product research strategy, ginormous, sourcing your product for the best price, how to brand your product to make more sales, shipping your products most efficiently, creating your killer product listing, launching your product to page 1, advanced marketing strategies, getting on gating in every single category, and the final thing in the course is putting it all together into one comprehensive kind of goal, one list. So that's everything all together. That's a lot of stuff. That is a huge amount of stuff. Yeah, it took me a long time to make it, as you can imagine. So if you do get into it, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. So basically, if you get to 29 days and, you know, kind of 23 hours, 59 minutes, and you think, ooh, no, don't want it, then just send me an email. As long as it's within 30 days, then we can get your money back. So the point is here that I'm so confident that you won't do this, which is why I'm doing it. Okay, I'm so confident that if you're putting your money where your mouth is and you're paying for a course and you're paying for my support in that sense, you've already decided that you want to do it. So you're not going to buy the course and go, oh, actually, I've decided I'm not going to do it anymore. That's, you know, people won't make those buying decisions. If you get to the point you think, oh, this is rubbish, then I will give you your money back. Okay. If you genuinely think that, I don't think anyone ever, like, no one has done that. But if you did, then, you know, I would be humble enough to say, I don't deserve your money. If I can't help you, if I can't add value to you, I don't deserve your money. So that's what that guarantee is there for. And all you have to do is just email me. Okay, that's literally all you have to do. You'll be in the private Facebook group. You have me on Facebook. You have me on Instagram. So it's not hard to reach out to me at all. It's very easy to reach out to me, actually. So that's super important. So take action today. Why wait until later? Okay, if you don't have enough money, okay, that is a fair reason. Like, if you want to get involved, if you want to like have help, if you want to have my support, but you don't have any money to do it, okay, that sucks. But that's stopping you from taking action today. But it's not stopping you from taking action. Okay, you can still do other things to take action to get yourself to the point where you can. Okay, you know, you can start looking into product research. You can start making more money in other ways to pay for your first investment into your Amazon stock. A lot of people ask me, you know, I've got I've got the money to invest in a course, but I won't have the money for stock for another month. I'm like, yeah, cool. You got a month to learn. You got a month to find products. That's perfect. So definitely take action today, guys. Don't wait and procrastinate. I'm guilty. Maybe not so much anymore, but I'm definitely guilty of procrastination. Over the past few years, way more so. But this year, I decided to take action. And it's been incredible for me, and I want it to be incredible for you guys in 2018. So take action today. Don't procrastinate. Don't wait for someone else to do what you're doing, and then you kind of feel like you're missing out. Like you don't want to miss out, so you want to do something. Just do anything, guys. Just do anything. Even if it's not this, just do something. Do something to better your life. That's super important. That's the Amazon FBA UK course. So hopefully, guys, you've enjoyed today's video. If you're new to the channel, hopefully you understand who I am a little bit more. Make sure you do hit that subscribe button. I do daily uploads, guys. Every single day I do an upload, and it's all full of valuable content. This video is really for the beginners, and you guys will know that by now. If you've got this far, you will have understood that. And what I'm going to do now is do a giveaway for you guys. So this is something I'm really looking forward to. And if you've made it this far, thank you so much. If you've made it this far, like you are just the dons of YouTube viewers right now. So I have something for you, and this could go either way. This could be like the best thing I've ever done, or it could just completely screw me over. But hopefully it'll be the best. No, it won't screw me over. It'll be the best thing I've ever done. I'm going to give free JungleScout Chrome extension. That's $97. Okay, so I'm going to be giving that out for free. You may be thinking, whoa. You're going to give that free to every single person? You are mental, Johnny. And you're right, that would be mental because that would cost me thousands. I can't obviously do that, but I've got a system in place where I can give it to as many people as possible. So, here we go. Here's the competition. Now, this is really important you pay attention to all of this. All you have to do is completely free for you to do this. All you have to do is comment down below. Let me know where you live, right? Not your address. Don't put your address in there. Don't be silly. Just put like where you live. Are you in the UK? If you're in the UK, like what part of the UK you're in? I really want to kind of network with you guys and see where you are. If you're in a different country, let me know where you are. It's kind of cool for me to know. So it's not going to help me in any way. It's just going to allow me to connect with you guys as viewers a little bit more. So I just want to know kind of where you are. I want you to like this video, so hit that thumbs up button, okay? It's right next to the thumbs down button. If you've already pressed that thumbs down button, just unclick it and press the thumbs up one. We want the thumbs up. Well, it doesn't really matter. Either one of the two. You need to be subscribed. So that red one, the subscribe button, turn that on, and then next to it there's a little bell. Click it, and two little vibrating little things will come around it. And that means you get notified of when I go live, when I do uploads. And that's super important, again, if you want to continue to have more value and you want to get notified of when I do videos, and particularly when I go live so you can answer questions kind of on a more personal level. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Out of every 100 unique commenters will get the Chrome extension. So what that means is, if you comment 50 times, it's only one. Okay? It's only one. So you only need one comment. I'm not asking you guys to like spam up the comments and stuff. Just one comment per person, or you can comment 5 times. It really doesn't make a difference, but it's a unique commenter that I'm looking for. So if 100 people comment, I will give away one Chrome extension, which is $97 worth of value. So it could be anyone. Then if another 100 people comment, okay, now this is where it could get interesting. I will then give away another Chrome extension. If another 100 people, another Chrome extension. So you have more chances to win, because it's not like I can choose only the last 100 commenters. I'll be choosing it from everyone. So I might even increase that. If I think, hey, I want to be able to give more away, if 200, 300, 400 people are commenting, I might give more web app away. I might give more of the Chrome extension away. So I will just comment on your thing. I'll say, hey, you've won. Send me an email and I'll get you the Chrome extension. Okay, so I want to do this. It's going to be an ongoing thing. It's not just going to be for like a week. It's just going to be ongoing from now until, I don't know, until I've given away £3,000 worth of Chrome extension. I don't know. If it works, if it's good, if we get loads of comments, then I'm just going to continue doing it, and I'll give more and more away as well. So you've got to make sure that you look at the pinned post in the comments. I'll let you know there. Okay. So the more unique commenters, the more I'll give away. So if you really want to increase your chances, share this video to get your chances increased. So if there's only 99 commenters, ain't gonna be given away. Okay. was going to say a naughty word to Sim. Yeah, we need 100 commenters. So share the video on Facebook. Share it if you have an email list. Share it through email. Share it anywhere. Tell your nan. I don't care who you tell. If your nan's nice, then she can have it. If she leaves a nice comment, doesn't leave a dislike, you can give it to her as well. Don't give it to her, not in that way. That's gross. But yeah, so 1 out of every 100 commenters are going to get that Chrome extension. It's like quite a lot of money. So there'll probably be one be given out in the next kind of week or so, and then hopefully we can continue to give them out over the next kind of few weeks, few months. So there's something I'm really looking to do. I might do more of this sort of stuff, but it only really works if I rank this video on YouTube and people find it more organically, because of course there's only so many people that watch the video and comment on a daily basis. But guys, hopefully you enjoy that. That is actually, that's the end. That is the end. Look at that. Here we go, guys. So my throat is really dry. I really hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope that you have been given a lot of information as a beginner to go out and do your own research and find out how to do this. If you want my help, right? If you want me to help, this is what I sit and do every single day. The moment I wake up, I'm on my phone, and guys, you will know this when you get messages at like 7 in the morning, and I'm like messaging, I'm like, it's like blurry-eyed. That's because that's my dedication. I want to help you guys as much as possible. If you want to do that, if you want to get into the Amazon course, it is the first link in the description. Go and click it. Read the page. You can look all through the videos and stuff like that. Watch those first 4 for free. Press enroll or yes, I want to get started with the Amazon FBA. Enter your details, get logged in, and then you will be there with all the content for you to see. Get access to the private Facebook group. Say hello, introduce yourself. I can't wait to see you there, and I can't wait to see your progression and your success with Amazon over 2018. I really want to help out as many people in the UK as possible. I believe we need to up our game, UK squad, and we can do it. We can do it as long as we work together. So guys, make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell, comment down below to enter the monumental giveaway for the Chrome extension. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just rewind about 2 minutes and you'll understand. And I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye-bye.